Okay, we're back.
I have my appropriate shirt on.
We're
today.
back here at the OC Fair with Denise Squires, who has her sheep here. Denise has been involved with 4-H for a long time, so I'm going to let her tell us about her sheep, about 4-H, her kids, whatever she wants to talk about.
Well, I'm here today with my Angora goats, of which I have a small herd, and then my Shetland sheep.
There's the Angoras and the Shetlands down there.
Which I have a much larger herd of, and I've raised a lot of sheep over the years. This is actually my 50th OC Fair. I grew up in North Orange County, and I grew up doing 4-H and FFA, primarily FFA as I got older and into high school, but had a lot of different breeds. I started out with Hampshires, and I had Merinos for a long time. My daughter raised Montedales. I find the Shetlands now, as I'm getting that age, it's the perfect size sheep for me. I love the sheep, I love the fiber, I love their personalities, I love everything about them. So I love that they're hardy little guys. It snows where I live. I'm up in the mountains between Palm Springs and Temecula, and we go out in the morning. Sometimes they've lambed out in the snow, and they're fine, being a semi-feral primitive type breed. So yeah, they're wonderful.
I love spinning. I absolutely love Shetland. It's one of my favorites. I love Icelandic.
I like Icelandic too.
I love them all, but I have to have favorites every year.
You know, I've spun a lot of caracal even, and people sometimes say, what are you going to do with that? Well, I have inkle woven the coolest belts and straps with caracal wool. It is so strong and hardy and hair-like.
I do a lot of rugs, and Graciano, do you know Graciano?
I use Graciano and Fred, my two shearers. So.
Graciano, just this summer he sheared a whole herd of the caracals, and the guy just threw the fiber away, and I was writing to Graciano saying, no, we'll buy it.
Yeah, that even caracal is easy to clean. It, especially the mature caracal that's more straight.
So Denise, this is our month for FFA and 4-H. Tell us a little bit about what you think the value is for kids.
As we were talking before, it's life skills. I mean, you learn life skills in your everyday living, but I learned when I first joined FFA in 1970. I learned how to make a budget. I learned how to budget for how much feed I was going to use for my market land project, how much equipment I was going to need to buy, how much profit I could project, how much time I needed to spend to make it a project that would be successful. So all of those things, you start really young learning that stuff, and it translates to as you get into bigger project. I had cattle for a while. It's a bigger budget, it's more feed, it's more money. I learned to go to the bank and ask for a loan and write up a proposal. So all of those things, you learn that you only get out of things in life what you put into them most of the time. If you don't take care of your project, it's not going to be successful.
Absolutely.
So it's all those things, and a little bit more as you get further into it and older and more involved in your projects. I just learned to see the value of animals, that you try to raise them so nothing's wasted between feed and hay and even the animal itself. You find it used pretty much for the Shetlands, for example, that I raise. They're not considered a meat sheep or a carcass sheep, yet I have a market for them. I learned to develop a market, the ethnic market for lamb. The Middle Eastern folks on their holidays,
Right.
So that's the market for my extra rams. So it really teaches you sometimes to think outside the box and learn how to market, learn how to talk to people. Like I said, going to the bank, asking for a loan, getting turned down sometimes. It's all there.
One of the things I love at the farm school over in Redlands, and the kids raise their animals, and they're almost all FFA and 4-H.
Right.
And we do a whole science and economy. I mean, it really fits into everything. They have to do math. They have to be able to write. They have to be able to talk to people, make change, figure out marketing, all those things. It's so valuable. I love it.
As you get further on, you learn how to balance a ration and make a ration that's I see that, huh? That's my daughter.
Oh, hi.
Maybe
And
we'll
look,
have
we're
her
back
on the
with our
live
baby.
Yeah.
Hi. Well, I'm Mary, and I'm filming your mom about FFA and 4-H for our
okay.
website and our magazines. So she tells me you have lots of experience. Who's this
Oh, yeah.
little one?
This is one of our ram lambs this year. They were born February, March.
Okay.
And he's one of two. So he's the other half of a twin. His brother's here. But culture breaking.
He wants to stick close to you.
Yeah,
So you've been in FFA or 4-H with your mom?
Yeah. From the time I started 4-H when I was 5, and I was also in FFA as a high schooler when I started 9th grade. And yeah.
Oh, great. So from that experience, do you recommend that for other kids?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it teaches a lot of responsibility, and it teaches being here at the fair. It teaches you how to talk and converse with people, and how to kind of just put your best foot forward. And plus, you get to hang out with animals.
Yeah, that's the great part. Well, thank you guys so much.